Okay, friends. Now let us start going back to our celestial prophecy sequel, the 10th insight. We have seen last time the knowledge, right? So now it is the inner hell. So what do you think, before I go into the session, right? What do you think the inner hell for every one of us, for any one of us? What is the inner hell that we have in our lives? Can you tell me? Anyone answer? Just tell me anything that you feel. What is the thing that you feel it is the inner hell?
Happiness.
Inner hell, or what? What did you say?
Hell, inner hell.
Inner hell.
It is the uneasiness when we are, I guess,
Uneasiness comes
interacting
from,
with others.
uneasiness comes from what?
Not
Depression. Trilata, depression. Okay, this is all comes. Okay,
because of the desires, I guess.
because of the fear.
Oh, fear. Okay.
Because of fear, yeah, overthinking, sadness, all these things. But because of the main fear is the inner hell. Fear, resentment, depression. Because depression and all these things are the byproducts of these things, right? Overthinking and all those things. The other day when I went to Sedona last weekend, as I mentioned to you, so there is a one lady with us with 58 years old or so. So at some point she stopped. Okay, I used, because whatever the lessons that we are learning, right? I just told her, okay, now you are just fixing your mind that you are just remembering your age. That's why you stopped it. But forget your age. You can do it. With that single word, she's able to climb up, which means that we are always creating that fear, remembering something. At this age I may not able to do, at this age this is not possible. So this kind of whatever the things, right, that we kept it, we are keeping inside of our mind, and we are with that hell we are actually living. We are creating ourselves the limitations with the fear, isn't it? So that's what on the trip I mentioned. So I didn't do anything. I didn't even go and give my hand also to her. Just come up. I said, like, you are just limiting yourself. Come up. You can do it. So with that one sentence, that is why we always say, always talk positive sentences. Do not talk negative things. Always talk positive. The same thing, opposite example that happened to me also, I can say. When I went to the Peru, no, it was very easy ride of the sandboating. I took one ride also. The second, after the first ride, one of my friends, she's, no, Prasanna, don't go. So she's getting fear. So with that, what is that energy that she is actually giving? That negative energy only, right? Second time when that guy, actually the sandboating is like where you need to be on that, and the guy will push on the top and you will be sliding over like that. So whoever that guy is pushing, right, he pushed an angle just at 10 degrees or 20, 15 degrees, a different angle. So it went and it went flipped over, and it came and hit my head. So the thing is, whenever you are actually, because it's not that first time I did, first time when I did it, I could do it properly only. It's not that I have a fear that I cannot do it or there's something kind of thing. I just want to do all the rights that like a kids. So it is not that, but when some energy was passing on, right, you always feel that negative, energy when it is surrounded. You feel that negative energy. That environment will also be more of the negative. So here he is telling inner hell is that kind of the fear only. Anything, when there is a fear, you will feel that is nothing but the hell. Fear, resentment, all these things are the guilt. Guilt is the one of the things. Anita Murjani story, I think I'm referring, right? Anita Murjani story now and then in this class. So she got because on the day of marriage or the day before the marriage, she went with her boyfriend and got married. So after that, she, I mean, she couldn't talk to her father in her lifetime, or I don't know what exactly, I didn't remember. But father passed away. The entire life she had that guilt feeling that she did something wrong, even though she went and she liked That's why she went, and her married life was very happy. But that guilt is there within her, saying that, oh, I did something, I wronged something to my parents, I could not do justice, kind of thing, right? With that guilt, she developed a cancer in her lifetime. So if you read that story, or even if you get a chance in the YouTube, also go and just watch the half an hour or 45 minutes video is there. Her interviews are all there. So when because she experienced the near death experience, and she went to the other world, astral world, and she saw the father. And father was so happy. He was so loving. He's not actually having any anger on her or anything. Then she asked, are you not angry on me? Then he said, no, no, I'm not angry, because at that time, you may not able to express, I would have asked it. So he was pure being, because he is not in the physical dense world, right? He was pure loving being. So he said that, no, no, no. Then obviously, because she don't want to go back once she is there, because when in the astral plane, she is not with the diseased body. She is very active, healthy, happy, right? In the astral body, you don't have the whatever the diseases that you have for the body, you're not carrying. So she is saying, why should I go back? Now it is a loving world and I'll be here. No, no. He said, no, no, you need to go back to explain to the world that these feelings are actually what the one which is developing the diseases. All these feelings only. So he pushed her back, and once she came back, and once she's almost dead. So everybody was asked to come, and her brother was asked to come from the other place, from India. I think she is in Hong Kong, and that brother is traveling from India to Hong Kong, and she is seeing everything from the astral world, right? So father asked her to go. When she came back, and when she understood, so it is not that the guilt is no more, there is no guilt, then that cancer was gone away from her body, and now she is the cancer free without anything. She went to the terminal illness, and but she came to the normal, and she is actually giving all these lectures. So she, with the Wayne Dyer session also, in California, she has explained all her things. So ultimately, from that story, or from the story that he is giving, fear, resentment, guilt, or all those things, we should not be carrying. If somebody did wrong to you, if you can explain to them. If you cannot, just forgive them. If you are not forgiving them, and if you are keep on holding that moment with you, you are the one actually who are carrying all the burden. You are the one who is going to get the disease. It is not them. We don't know whether they are actually knowing that, or unknowing that, or unknowing things are also happening to them. Or some of the people, they don't even understand that they did something wrong. That's a kind of situation. So they may be, because according to them it is right, that's why they have done it. But for you, you are feeling that that's totally ridiculous, and then you started feeling pain within yourself, and you building up, then that guilt or that resentment will be there. Just forgive. If you cannot forget, forgive first, then you can try to forget. This is the thing that that's the main portion, that the inner health that he is trying. As usual, our James and Will are there, and they try to, they were there in the different different portions of the different what place, right? So they are seeing some different souls. Okay, they are seeing there are some different souls. There is some gray kind of the things, and they are, so they are seeing, they were not strong enough, but they are able to try. He is trying to connect to those souls. What is that they are doing, right? There are some four men watching opposite side of the corner, and icy cold fleeing swept my body. So some cold, because when there are four men are there, some icy cold that is which means he is able to connect to those people. Okay, they are all well dressed, but they are just having the cigar, large cigar, and but their looks for something menacing. So anyone who raised their so they're asking anyone who raised here something, so, but with their high voice, they're actually talking with everybody over there, right? I had seen him before, because he is thinking, I have seen him before, where he is thinking, James is thinking, because when he saw that soul, he is trying to recollect it. So Then it is the 90th. Then he remembered that it is the 19th century. There is some 19th century picture it is coming up, and he is the one who refused to accept the Maya's. Maya is the one, the doctor, right? So Maya is trying to have the peace between the Native Americans, and war should not happen, kind of thing, right? But that is the guy who has not accepted it and who went into the war. So that commander or whoever it is, right? So that is the one, he is seeing it. What happened is here, what he is trying to tell in the entire story is after dying also, he died. Eventually, he died because the souls who are there in this particular zone, that there's Will and James are there. Those souls are not the earth, not the souls that are living in the earth. They were died after the death. They came here. So these souls, he is trying to command the people over there. He's trying to create something people over there. If you remember, what is that, Soul's Journey, right? Soul's Journey by Peter Richley, if you say. So whenever one person has died, suppose we don't have complete knowledge after death what will happen. Whenever these people were died, so they are not able to accept that they left their body. In the astral plane, everything happens with your mind, right? So what is happening, they are creating that kind of environment. Here also, this guy has created some kind of environment, and he is trying to, there is a, he's feeling like he's a war hero. He's pondering his appearance like a large coat and all, and having a cigar, and because that kind of thing he is actually doing, and he is actually what do you say, doing the other people, right? Who, you bastard, why are you doing that? He's yelling at the other people because he created the souls, and he is yelling at it, and he is also keeping a one short knife with him. He was forced he is forcing the other souls to move. Then there is a woman, I know you. Then there is a woman that he saw that, I know you. She's leaning against the wall by the door, and her head was hanging with the heavy neck. I and you went to the school. So that's what. Then he vaguely is remembering that in his school days, there is a girl used to be there with a lot of depression. So that same girl, he is seeing, so that depression girl still not able to come out of that depression. See, even after the death, she is not able to come out of the depression, and she is still stuck there. Because she is not able to ascend to the next world also. She is not, she anyway, she cannot come to the physical body. She is not able to ascend to the next world. With that depression, she is still there. Okay, so she didn't go because so many years also. Here he's always saying, first one is with the pride. First guy, whoever in the warrior, with the pride, he is struck there. He could not ascend. So he is creating his own environment, and he is still there. And this girl, whoever is having that with the depression, he is also she is also not ascending. So he remembers she is none other than Sharon. So he is calling him, Sharon, please come. So, but they didn't come. Get out of here! Get out of here! Leave me alone! Because she's still having in that depression only. So that kind of environment only she's still. So then suddenly some other person came and shut up. Another person is cramming. So 4 or 5 people walk towards that. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Because what they are saying is these are all the souls which are caught up. At the end of the story, what we have to understood is these are all the souls who caught up in some kind of depression, some kind of loneliness, some kind of fear. All these people. Okay, he began to walk towards the road. There is a crowd is also coming with him. Um, and then somebody else is, where is my secretary? Where are my reading glasses? Somebody is asking. Again, this is another kind of the guy who struck with his own drama. Whatever that he had that in the physical plane, right? He had maybe some kind of a good job with all the secretary and all those things, right? He was struck there. He still want to be there. He don't want to go to the other planes. He created his own environment, and he is still there. Then he paused, and the look was terrifying. Asked, "How do you get it here?" Somebody is asking, "How do you get it here? Are you a criminal? Why are you here?" Something like that. Our James, they are asking. So you are not alone. Please join me. Somebody is asking. And then one lady asked, like, "Okay, can you join me to the party?" And then she took, "Where are you going?" He doesn't have any idea. He took him, "Come on in, come on in." And then saying that she went to the she took him to the one of the floor and to the party. Then he feel like he was lost. When he feel he was a lost, right? He is feeling like, because when he feel he is lost in a different world, automatically you'll get some kind of fear, some kind of what somebody said, like discomfortness, all the things, right? They are saying that no, you are safe with us. But this guy is actually fearing it. What is this? What is happening? So whenever you are getting fear, he is feeling that there is a loss of energy. All these visions are getting blurred up. He is not able to focus. So that also he is able to feel that. Then uh, yeah, there are other people say, no, 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 leave me alone. And the younger man, there is a young man, no older than 18, pushed several other people away and ran out of the door. I used the distraction to run behind him, not waiting for the elevator. He bounded down and adjusted to stairs. I followed. So there is a one man, 18 years old boy, came and pushed everybody, and then he ran. Our James also took that chance because he is running, and James also ran back of him. So he was shouting, and he went. I saw him, that boy, right? That whoever is the teenage boy, he saw him. He is a froze with a terror because there is a lot of fear within him. Maybe we never know. That guy may have died with some drugs or something, with some kind of the fear, right? All the things he went. Abruptly, there is a that commander with the knife came. He's trying to shoot with his gun, and he's trying to do all kinds of the things that he's trying to that he used to do at the when he was alive. Across me, the young man sat wearily down and cup and put his head on his hands like this, right? And he rushed up and asked, "Is it okay? It's okay. They were all gone. Come on." Because when this guy, that the commander is trying to gun shoot and all, this guy was so much like this. He's sitting in front by kneeling his things because he got frightened. Okay, then because we don't know what is the kind of the situation that he died. So the young man started at the forums for a long time, and they looked the excitement. Roy, is that you? Then suddenly that young man came and is asking, Roy, is that you? Because James, in some lifetime, maybe the Roy, maybe they were together. So as he is watching, right, the two forms towards until he completely hidden in their weaving shapes. After several minutes, he has completely disappeared. So then that particular guy was disappeared. So he started an empty curve. There's nothing, and he was sitting, concentrating. He is trying to concentrate and trying to energize himself, so that because when he was sitting on the outside, energize himself, his energy got increased. Then he started imagining the Will's place, and Will came. Will is the one, he is a companion, right? And he asked, "Are you okay?" He asked, "Are you okay?" Turning, he said, "Yes, yes, I'm fine." So then he asked, "Are all these are illusions? Am I right?" That's what is, because those are few souls are there, but they also created some other souls, because that commander created so many people to command. He created himself the so many souls, and then he's commanding those people. He's shooting them, and he's with the knife, he is actually threatening them, all the things, right? So all these are imagination. Yes, I know. These are all the people who are imagining. You are gone for a long time. What we are doing is we are trying to send you energy so that you will be energized. What do you mean by we? Because will is there. What do you mean by we? Then he showed that all these souls, he showed there's so many souls. All these souls, we are all trying to send an energy so that you will come back from that imaginary world. When I looked fully, I could see the hundreds of souls stretching as far as I could see. There are so many souls are there. So some are looking directly to at them, and some are focusing to the another direction. So they are all starting, and he realized that those souls are like a gray swirls kind of thing. So they're all escaped. So what are those places? He is asking Bill. Mental constructions. What are those places? Why these swirls are coming up? Why? How he's able to create these souls? Those are all the mental constructions. Okay. He set up the souls whose life was lived a very restrictive control dramas, and could not wake up. There is some control dramas. They were all restrictive. They were not given a freedom. There is a no. There's a lot of the baggage within them, right? So those people, they cannot even wake up after death. Also, many thousands of the people are existing out there. So they were all in that shell. Many thousands of the people are like that. Were you able to see what is happening? Well, are you able to see what is happening when they are constructing it? Yeah, most of it. I focus the souls nearby. I could pick up their view also, because he could have pick up there. There are some of the things are just imaginary things that they have created. Some of the souls are the real souls that they got stuck up, right? There is a ring of souls constantly beaming energy into the illusions. That energy illusions, it is hoping someone will respond. So whenever the souls are actually swirling into the energy thing ring, right, they are thinking that some other soul might be responding. Do you see that teenage boy? Yes, he is able to wake up. He is able to wake up, but he could not get others' attention, so that some other soul might help him to go to the next step. Will is talking. Do you remember what you said? The William's life review. William is the one, that scientific MIT guy, right? MIT guy, when he is doing his life review, also initially is not able to accept it that he died, because he is working on some technology. All through life, he is actually doing that, and he was so indulged into that. At first, he could not accept what is happening. Then he repressed. He began to repress. Why did I do that? So he started creating some kind of mental construction. Yes, I thought that was. I saw them down there. Here, let me stop here, and. There are some of the people, right, in the meditation also, many people are constructing this mental construction in your mind. So you have to understand what is actually the mental constructions and what is that intuitions. Always do not get confused with the intuitions and mental constructions. I have been listening whenever, because I do counseling. So when I'm doing a counseling, some of the people, because after I come to this meditation path, there are people whom I know from these people, this path also, right? They will come and say, oh, I saw that, I saw this. These are all the things which are your mental constructions. Remember that, friends. Because not everything is your meditational experience. Meditation is all about connecting yourself with your inner self. Always remember that at the beginning you may see some kind of images, some kind of colors, some kind of things, but you need to pass through that. Not only you have to pass through your rajas and tamas, but also you have to pass through that sattvic things also. Then only you will be able to go to the actual downloading of the knowledge, actual intuitions things, then only you will get it. But meanwhile, people will say, even recently also, when I went somewhere, the people are saying like, oh, I saw something is there in my meditation. I am blessing all Americans. What is that? You are blessing all Americans? That is not the thing. That is not that is again, your mind is constructing something. So come out of those illusions. Connect yourself within you, not outside you. You have to, the experience of meditation is how much you changed, how much you changed within yourself, how much perspective you change within yourself. It is not about the images, not about, don't weave the stories. You may be seeing some kind of visions, but those visions are nothing but coming from our subconscious mind. Remember that, friends. Don't weave the stories around that. Just pass through that stages. When you have done meditation for 3 4 long years, when you are really sincerely doing it, whatever is happening for a reason. If something is bad is happening, that happened because of our karmic bondage. Whatever that we have done something similar thing to that to somebody, so we have the same kind of thing is coming to us. Understand that, accept it, move on. That is the only thing that we have to do it. Don't wave the stories around it, and don't think again, because you are a meditator, again don't think that you are doing something great. Because there are so many people who are not doing a meditator but who are doing a service, they are also great. Here is the thing, that is what. So don't wear the hat with a pride. If you are wearing a hat with a pride, what is happening is, again you are in the game of the mind. Do come out of that mind game. So here also, see, here the people are, whenever the people are struck with the mind games, even after the death, the people are not able to come out. Even after life also, they were struck with that mind game. So come out of that mind game when you are here itself, so that when you, after death, you are able to ascend to the next world. You are able to ascend. You will not struck somewhere in between. The people who would paralyzed with their fear, they won't go into anywhere. They are warding off. They are repressing their consciousness below. They are not actually understanding their concept. They are repeating their own dramas. They are copying the say whatever that thing that have happened in their life, right? They are actually copying, repeating the same thing, same illusionally realities, and same control dramas they are repeating in their head. So whatever they are thinking, those things only is happening in the astral world, and they are not able to move forward. Okay, these control dramas, except the more intense, non everything they are actually repeating. If you were run out of the people in intermediate, and his energy was fall, so if you run out of the people to intimidate, suppose if you run out of, because if you say, right, if somebody is asking, what are you doing, why are you like this, something like intimidated, what you will do, you will get fear, right? Even our kids also do. Whenever you are so anger, and then if you are actually asking questions and raising your voice, then they'll get intimidated. Because of that, they will develop some kind of control dramas. So these are not the corrects. We also might have done it, especially our generation. We are the ones who was intimidated by parents, again intimidated by kids also. Okay, be aware of that. Do not get into the trap of that kind of things. Okay, he was keep this particular kind of action going, and he learned long, because he's talking about somebody, whatever the action that he's learned long ago, he's trying to go the physical dimension, the drugs like ethophilia, whatever that he has done, right? The same thing he is trying to repeat in the even in the hostile world also. Again, the commander came. Something really strange happened down, man. There, come on, we have to kill them. So again, he is also in his own thing. So what is this? All this thing is, this is all self-imposed hell. This is all self-imposed hell. All these illusions are playing a role in your life as well as after the life also. If you had been with someone, you had repressed mystery of life and eating a great amounts of the fat, and a heart attack might have ended it. The drug users eventually destroy their own bodies. The commander dies over and over again. This commander he is talking about. So even if you are eating more and more fats, and also then you may die with the heart attack also. And it works the same thing, the physical dimension. As it is working in the physical dimension, this compulsive control drama is happening even in the astral also. The sooner you understood, the sooner you get away from these things, you will be able to ascend. There is a time, the fear is another way that you are actually, the person can't come out of it. You will be in the trance, that fear. One of my friend is there here. She always says that, Prasanna, I want to come with you for a trip. But whenever I say that we are going, she will find something, some kind of the thing, right? So the other day I asked, tell me whether really you are having a problem, or every time you are finding something, means it is not about the problem. Try to recognize what exactly is stopping you. I am not asking you to forcing you to come with me for any trip. That is not my intention. The intention is, you wanted to come is the one side. Whenever I ask, you are finding the reasons is the other side, which means there is some fear or something which is stopping you. Okay, find out that and try to come out of that. That is your goal. Whether you come with me or not is an immaterial, but there is a something. Then after 10 days, she came back and said, yes, there is a fear that if I go somewhere, I may not able to sleep. If I am not able to sleep, I may not able to do all the activities with you guys. Or maybe I will give some trouble to the other people, and what they will, because these are all the mind games, wiring, right? Because these are all the things that is bothering me. I don't know when I will come out of it. Because now you know that these are the things which are bothering, not the office leave, not the husband permission, not the kids permission, not these are not the, at least you come out of the shell, that whatever the reasons that you are giving to me are just the wiring. Now you put one more inner shell and you put the second thing. So whether these fear are also right fears, or you need to go, just try to understand it. That's what we have discussed. Maybe one day she will come out of that kind of the fear, and she may be doing it. So these are all the things, not her, because she discussed with me openly. I'm just giving, but we are all having, maybe not in the trip, we may be having the other places. We will be, suppose in a meeting somebody ridiculously talking, you wanted to talk, you wanted to defend yourself, but sometimes you may not able. What is that fear that is stopping you? You try to actually dig yourself and try to come out of it. These are all the things. So once you are actually right, once you are so organized, and this evil or this whatever these things will come out, you can break these things. So what about, he's asking, there are so many scriptures are talking about Satan, right? What about the Satan? Satan thing, right? That is, so he said this idea is a metaphor. It's nothing. There is no Satan or anything. It's a symbolic picture. Suppose in the beginning, right? As a kid, when you are not eating your food, your mom would have said the police will come and they'll take you, or some buchodu will come and take you, some kind of the things that they have given. So now, as when you grow up, you know that those are all the metaphors. Similarly, the hell, the Satan, all these are all the metaphors. People initially, when they wanted to have some kind of the fear that they have to create, right? So for that, it has created to warn the people to look for the divine security. Sometimes a tragic ego and adjacent habits to break through it, they have given. But we got used to blaming that kind of outside force for anything. Suppose if you understand the karma, right? Whatever the thing that is happened, it is my karma. What to do? It's not your karma, everything. So as you say, there is only 30% of the things only that we got it. The 70% of our life is a free will. So those 30%, the to whom the parents we have to born, to whom to marry, some kind of the things which we cannot. So the major incidents that we take it because we have some karmic bondage with them, and we wanted to get away from that karmic bondage. We have already written and we got it, but not the entire life is not already taken movie. It's just a playing. It's not that 70%, the free will is already there with us, which we have to fight for it, which we have to take the decisions. According to our decisions only, our life is going to be happen. Suppose if it is already taken movie, then why the karmic bondage is coming to me? It has to go as per the plan, right? It is not going. We are not able to remember our birth vision. We are not able to remember the world vision. What is the responsibility we came? What is the purpose we came? We are all avoiding all those things. We don't know. Until and unless you know this, the whole purpose of this chapter. Remember your birth vision. Remember the world vision that you are imagined. Then, so these Saturns and these ghosts and all these other metaphors. Okay, there is nothing. There is no sanctity. There is nothing about it. Okay. There's nothing reality about it. No, this is all the illusionary things that is happening. Then you are talking about the dysfunctional families. In some sort of the situations, then what will happen? Because when the kids coming from these dysfunctional families, there is intense control dramas of all the kinds. Whether they are violent or just, even sometimes you feel that you are just giving a lot of freedom, good thing, and we are actually raising our kids so well and all those things. Recently, I just because I just read a news. There is a one lady, the motivational lady. She talks very good actually, because she gives all the good examples whenever she is giving. She talks as if that feeling she felt it, that kind of thing, right? She gives that kind of the example, and she's giving a very useful tips to the kids as well as the adults and the ladies and all those things. Suddenly her daughter went to the picnic, and she jumped onto the river and to swim or something, and she passed away. Okay. And but I'm just watching her, right, how she's reacting at this kind of the situation, because she was so much motivational leader, and she's so good at it. So when I'm saying that, she told until 26 years she's a doctor. The daughter is also became a doctor. So until 26 years of her age, she didn't send to any one of the picnics or out of the things. She never told. She never sent her daughter, only because now she feels like after 26 years of age, when she want to go to the picnic, right? It is not fair to stop her. That's why she said. And the daughter also said, this is my happiest moment in the life, because my mom allowed me to go. Okay, she went. So out of that kind of thing, right? Because she was all there in the control drama. Maybe this mother is thinking that she is doing everything good for the daughter. There's no doubt in that. But internally, there is something that she wanted to do, some kind of the things, right? So maybe she would have jumped in the swimming pool or did something, but instead she went and jumped in the river to swim and show that kind of thing. The friends and all are videotaping those things, that she jumped and she's also running, oh yeah, do it kind of thing. But suddenly the current of the water, you can never imagine, suddenly she vanished. and she was struck, and after 2 days only the body was they are able to figure out where the body is. This is the kind of thing, right? Those control dramas. So whatever the control dramas, he had all these things. When it comes out suddenly, so at that time, what could be her stage, right? So you, because it is it happened all of the sudden. So when that stage it happened, this particular soul might get struck there because of the control drama. She got struck. And what is that kind of resentment? Suppose at that last moment, no, no, I would not have done it. My mom given me everything. Why did I do that? That resentment, if she had, she will be struck in that resentment. That is what he is trying to. All the situation, right? Because in the hostel world, he saw the so many situations. So people who have done the liberal, so much of the crime and all those things are also those souls also he saw. He was so he seems to be because after the he is explaining, Will is explaining. So these are all the things that is happening. He was vibrantly very he's focusing on the souls and trying to get that information from them, right? Whatever the group of the souls, he is trying to get it. So what he is trying to see is, okay, these souls, because that is the illusionary souls, these souls, why he is getting it, there is some world vision also there. Not only the individual vision, there will be a world, every one of us coming to that, I as a person, I wanted to do this. As a person, I want to contribute this to the world, this kind of the vision. So we need to remember both. What is that kind of the thing that I wanted to do for myself, and what is that I wanted to do for the world also. He also saw that there is a famine, and because he is the one like who invented a lot of technology, and he wanted to break it down or something like that, and his soul group is coming and trying to explain it, right? So they wanted to see that what is that soul group is doing there, what is the soul group exactly doing there, and how what is the thing that is happening to them, all the things he wanted to see there, so that he can actually imagine or do the things, whatever is happening to this soul group, how actually the things are happening, right? So I'm stopping here. I'm just trying to conclude like what I just mentioned because of the time. We can complete the chapter in the next thing. So what is the what is the deeper thing, that inner health thing? What exactly is happening for any one of us, the inner health? The main thing is, to understand this, is it is a psychological and a spiritual state where individuals are trapped themselves in suffering, in fear, in disconnection of their higher purpose. So this is that high time that we need to know what is our higher purpose. It is not, our purpose is not here just to come here, marry, raise our kids. That is all done at one point. Definitely you will be because you took up the responsibilities. Once you have done, after 21 years of your kids, they are on their own, they will develop. But what is your higher purpose? You try to connect to the higher purpose. How people, suppose if we are not actually creating our own that higher purpose, we create our own hellish reality, negative thought patterns, emotional baggage. Because if you are so much clinging onto your kids also, that is also emotional baggage. And the resistance to your spiritual growth. You are not, suppose if you are asked, if your friend and come and ask, so shall we go to the meditation? Oh, my daughter is coming, I'm so busy, I have to do that. Which means that you are actually attaching yourself so much and you are resisting your spiritual growth. So this is the overall concept of the theme of the book, right? The journey towards our higher consciousness. The entire 10th insight is talking about your journey towards the higher consciousness, and that consciousness also collective evolution of the humanity. Collectively, how the humanity has to be evolve the things. What is the main thing? Your negative thought patterns is nothing but your health. That is the one that you need to take away from this class. People who live in fear, guilt, resentment, self-doubt often reinforce these emotions through their thoughts and actions. You always try to reinforce with these emotions. So once you are not fear, I have seen one lady in my Egypt trip and Peru trip. She is 70 plus, no baggage, no fear, anything, just go in the flow and do it. That kind of the lady. So which means that no baggage at all, she is not carrying. And today if she is leaving, okay, I have done my life, enough thing, I'm ready to. So that kind of the thing, like she's She's traveling light emotionally. That is the kind of thing we have to be there. We all should be traveling light emotionally to create the cycle where we are keeping. We should not create that attractive and the negative experiences. Further, depending on. So, people, if something happened negatively, go and dig, and again, just leave that. Forgive them, forget them, move on. That's the kind of thing that we all should have it. This book is suggesting that every individual recognize what is your fears, what are the patterns that you have struck, what is the situation that got struck, moving towards the enlightenment, moving towards the higher consciousness, moving towards your higher purpose. What is those situations that you got struck? What is the emotions? What is the attachments that you got struck? Work on yourself, try to come out, become free from yourself, free from all your attachments. Then that inner hell, you will not be there, you will come out of it. With this, I will stop. I just have completed, not completed the entire chapter. I'll conclude the next. Thank you. And questions, time for questions.